So, Sea of Thieves is packed with lore, more so now than ever before, but with so many conflicting storylines, the devs sometimes mess it all up. Let's look at a few examples. Okay, so first off, a more recent arrival to Sea of Thieves, and something that really bothers me being somewhat of a lore geek, the Ferryman. Let me tell you all about the Ferryman. Nobody really knows why he does what he does. We only know that he does what he does out of a sense of duty, and brought this lifestyle on himself as a choice. But he guards the land of the living from nefarious entities returning to the Sea of Thieves. His rules are simple. Follow the pirate code, and you can gain entrance back to the land of the living. Now, I know what you're thinking. We don't all follow this code. I, for one, certainly don't on occasion. But how would he know, really? He's not a mind reader. I mean, we're all still human after all, so that's all that can— Oh, wait, we could be skeletons now. Why are you letting skeletons through the door, Ferryman? Huh? What's your reason for this? Stop staring at me! Grace Morrow, one of the founders of the Devil's Roar, who was poisoned by her former team member, Stitcher Jim. Thankfully, because she was made of hard stuff, the poison didn't kill her, but instead left a nasty scar on her face that looks like a fruit box stain. Stitcher Jim also killed her entire crew and ran off with most of her money. She vowed to hunt him down and kill him if she ever found him. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. So Grace, why was it shortly before the Heart of Fire update, Stitcher Jim was standing in every single tavern in the world, including yours? I mean, heck, you've got a blunderbuss in your hands, ready and willing, standing there looking directly into the tavern for 2 months, and then shortly after he left, you send us on a quest to go look for him? Are you stupid? We all remember the mystery, right? Well, probably not, but here's a recap. DeMarco was murdered. By who? We had no idea. A huge hunt was started where a lantern found near his body showed us clues to what had actually happened, and it looked like the Pirate Lord was at fault. However, we slowly started to realize that these clues were all fake, and were being given to us by the true killer in an attempt to frame the Pirate Lord. The Sea Queen was the true killer, even though she already died, but we'll glaze over that. And the Pirate Lord was able to save his daughter, and a very touching speech was made about his son's death and his love for his daughter. It was a very heartfelt moment that sends a message of the love the Pirate Lord has for his family members. Apart from one problem. It's been like 4 months and his son's body is still festering in the sun. You gotta, get off your plump ass and go do something about that? Dad of the Year 2023? Are you fed up with your top-of-the-range console? Or your top-of-the-range gaming PC? Are your frames in Minesweeper causing you a headache? Then worry no more, my little chums. The wonderful people over at Apex Gaming PCs are just what you need to put a smile on your face. The perfect place to craft and build your PC for those of us who don't have the foggiest. Look at little Timmy here. He just got his Apex Gaming PC and he's very happy.
I'm very happy.
Use code Falcore at checkout and save yourself some cash. All links are down below.
I killed DeMarco.
The Shroud. The Sea of Thieves is covered in a thick fog. This thick fog chokes those who pass through it, warps lumber and metal, sinks ships, and kills the crew. The only way through it is at certain intervals the fog opens up and ships are able to pass through, but only the smaller vessels. Hence why even the biggest ship in the game, the galleon, is in comparison a very small galleon. You can see this fog in the maiden voyage, and that's the only time you're ever going to see it, because once you're in the Sea of Thieves, it amazingly disappears out of existence, and all you have is some Red Sea, a Red Sea that has never been discussed or talked about within the lore of the game. Where's my fog, Rare? Where's my fog? Flameheart. So we all know Flameheart has been trying to make his way back to the Sea of Thieves for the longest time. He's tried several ways, manipulating Wanda and Stitcher Jim, getting his son to search for the Veil Stones, and most recently, summoning the Herald of Flame to use its power to resurrect him. All of these things failed. After many attempts and troubleshooting and creating all sorts of mayhem, which then resulted in the Pirate Lord getting his Veil of the Ancients to go back and forth to the Sea of the Damned whenever he wants, and indirectly giving the Dark Brethren easy access out of the Sea of the Damned at will by strapping a Gold Hoarder skull to a staff, he then suddenly turns to his son and says,
"Oh, by the way, you know those forts that we made? They're aligned in such a way to create a portal to allow my soul to travel back to my body, so let's get on that."
Flameheart! Why didn't you just do that to begin with, you big numpty? Reaper's Hideout. Now, for those who didn't know, Reaper's Hideout was constructed by the Mass Stranger and the Servant of Flame, and they did this by essentially crowdfunding the operation and using the ship debris around the island to construct the hideout. They even said that the main building is constructed by Merrick's old ship, the Killer Whale. Before Reaper's Hideout was Reaper's Hideout, this was an unmarked island that was used for the very first expansion for the Hungering One, where we had to visit Merrick's ship that was sunk here. But alas, his ship now serves the Reapers. Apart from one problem, it's still under there. But then I guess Bell brought Merrick's ship back in the Shrouded Deep adventure, so it's fine now. No, wait, no, it's still there. Yeah. Also, the Morningstar Sails motif isn't in line with the background. You're welcome.